Hi, it's your coach, Joe Lucas. This is your Practice Power Daily Coaching video for Tuesday, September 10th, 2013. Let's continue on our theme from yesterday, and let's start with the basis of everything. Because if you don't have this, I don't care how good you are, how bright you are, you're not going to get the result. What am I talking about? Rapport. If you don't have rapport with other human beings, you know how to put yourself in rapport, you're never going to have the position to influence them because you're never going to gain their trust. So let's talk about rapport in two different ways quickly. First way is when you're on the phone with somebody, well, how do you build rapport with somebody? The easiest way is to do what we call use physical rapport. How do we do physical rapport on the phone? You listen and you match their tonality, their voice qualities, their pace, their volume. You get where they are. So for example, if you're like me, you're a loud, fast talker, and I've got plenty of clients, by the way. If you ever came to one of my events, you see a whole spectrum of different styles. Now, why is that? Because I've learned and conditioned myself and have been trained to get to where they go. So if you were listening to one of my coaching calls with like my kind of hyper guy from New York, for example, it's gonna be like a shouting match. And I just had one of those the other day. And then I have this more engineer-like person in California, right? And they're kind of a little bit more laid back. And so instead of like this, it's going to sound a little bit like this. A little bit softer, a little bit more pauses. Why? Because if I don't have rapport, I cannot influence that person. So on the phone, I want you to be, so how we do that? By asking questions, by being cognizant and aware of how is this person? Are they loud? Are they soft? Are they quick? Are they slow? Tonality, pace, pitch, timbre, all that you want to focus on. Now, when you're in person with somebody, whether you're in a networking situation or you're doing a review, it's about body language. You know, the most important element of human communication and influence we have is how we use our bodies. So when you're in a review process with somebody, client, right, you want to sit down and you want to watch their body language. Do they do a lot of this, or are they kind of more, reserved? Now, if I sat here like this with my hands on my side talking to you guys like this, you'd say it's pretty boring. So obviously in this communication we use this, and this is my natural state, by the way. When you're in networking meetings, same thing. You want to kind of watch. Do they kind of lean this way? Do they move into you a little bit? Do they move back a little bit? You want to, again, match your mirror. You want to pace this out. You want to mirror them. The more physical rapport you have, the more likability you're going to earn with that person, especially with prospects. Prospects, again, they're going to buy you first. And if you're kind of mismatching them, like, so, you're trying to be like all presentative and pitch book and excited, and I want you to have a level of intensity, but if you're blowing them out the doors because they're like this, not going to happen. So what you need to do, and remember this, it is not the other person's job to match you. You're the professional. It's your job to match them. Have a great Tuesday.